Yeah.
It's actually supposed to be a bit. The weather was supposed to.
Hello, everyone, and we are back. I'm really sorry that the stream stopped. It was a technical issue. Thank you for still watching us, the whoever is watching. So, our travelers immediately headed straight back to the Scarlet Inn, dodged the innkeeper, and straight into the room. How do you guys want to handle this?
So
Watermaster, we need to speak. I look into the fire intently.
There's currently no fire.
where's
Oh,
the light of fire?
do I have something to light the
It's just you kind of looking into the dead.
fire?
It's like Quartermaster, we need to speak.
Let's see.
Do we have something to light the fire?
I've got a tinder box.
Yeah, so do I.
Just go next to the fire and light it up.
I repeat what I said before. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Well, we either should send another
How are we,
message.
okay, how are we supposed to send a message
Maybe we need to
before?
speak inside the stone.
Yeah, try that.
Hello? Is this thing on? Can you hear us?
There is no response.
Okay.
Does he have a spell to waste?
Well, I'm tapped out, so I can't
Ah.
contact him.
I guess we're gonna have to hang around until he tries again.
He might try again in 24 hours.
Take a rest. You have nothing else to do.
Freaking 8-hour rest.
At least you get your spell back if he doesn't contact us.
Oh, that's true. That would be good.
I'd imagine Odd is still feeling a bit bad, so another rest wouldn't do him bad.
Wait, what time is it right now?
I would
Oh.
say it's like a good few hours into midday, so it's perhaps like give or take like in our time it would be around 2-3 o'clock kind of thing.
So
Still early.
probably early. Too early to go to sleep.
Maybe go shopping? We're in a
You
city.
can't go shopping. You wanted parchment, right?
I'd like a parchment, some parchment or a journal.
You
or
wanted the book. She wanted parchment. Particular.
If
And could go to the marketplace.
I should probably stay near the fire with the stone
Mm.
in case he pops in.
something.
So, we're going out shopping, seems.
Ex-
Still time.
excuse me. And you see this this half orc with a hat and a tambourine on his back, kind of lean into your room.
Yes.
Do you carry the sigil of the crow on the crown?
Yes,
Yes.
and I show him the sigil.
He quickly walks in and shuts the doors behind him, and he turns around to all of you. You were asking for Mortos.
Yes.
Very well.
You
And
are?
he, from underneath his cloak, he shows you also a badge of the Watchers.
Okay. So, he's the local agent.
Yeah.
This is a rare thing. Watchers don't usually know of other Watchers. But I have been sent here by your quartermaster. He asked me personally to come in to inform you. Mortos is
Dead?
not quite.
Okay.
There was an incident that we were following this one, and he kind of puts, kind of nods towards Odd, where we found him dead afterwards. We reported the thing, but the next thing we know, the Watchers from Brookwood, they reported Mortos to return. We don't have much more information other than the Mortos that is here is the same Mortos that died in this carnival tent thing at the hands of Odd.
You know,
And
What?
that was in Brookwood?
The carnival? No. The carnival was elsewhere. Very close to the Pikelands, I would say. But not too close. Brookwood very far from that, if you know. That is
do
very
you know what could have caused this revival, resurrection?
We had an eye out on him for a very long time, but he hasn't done the same thing twice, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
It is very suspicious. Watchers looked for reason or meaning to him from afar, but all we know is it's as if Mortos got resurrected. He is a bit of a shady character. He works with people not of good nature.
I think we kind of got that. Well,
This is all I can tell you. All I know. I know no more than this. I hope I was of use to you.
do you
You
know
were.
his location? His current location?
Very close to healer. In maybe just a 10 to 20-minute walk, depends if you are hurt or not, to see him. He is currently in business. He is there. I saw him.
The quartermaster to keep an eye out on Mortos. He is extremely important regarding whatever is afflicting me. I think we will, maybe, it depends on the others, pay him a visit and see if he can resurrect again.
The
You know,
half orc smiles, a crooked smile, say, "You are not like other watchers. Watchers need change. You might bring big change. I like." He turns around and his hands go straight on the handles of the door, and just before he opens, he turns around to you. He's like, "About telling Quartermaster what to do. That is not how we work. We don't tell Quartermasters how to do. You may ask for assistance, but they are of higher rank." And he opens the door and he starts walking out.
But
Yeah,
you are not meeting Mortos, though. If we are going to meet Mortos, you cannot be present. Hope
Well-
you understand why. Last time you heard his name, you went a fever.
look,
We cannot risk.
this guy sounds like he's quite powerful. He might know what you guys are up to. And I doubt the three of you could handle him. I don't know what this guy is. I don't know how strong he is. All I know is that he came to my tent, he started muttering gibberish in this language that I couldn't understand. And that unlocked something in me. And I ripped him to shreds, to pieces. And he
Keep that
just
alive.
he just stayed there, and he was, it was a part of his plan. He needed me to rip him apart. And then I came to and I fucked off. This guy is probably just playing. And I think I need to end him for me to actually overcome whatever is affecting me.
Or you fighting him might make things worse. We don't know.
On that note, the voice did tell me that I need to meet him and to find all the relics, the corrupted relics, while I was knocked out back there.
Wizard can come back after death if that wizard is a lich. And they store their soul inside object. And we're looking for objects. I don't know. They're very powerful. They're very bad news. And they're very difficult to defeat.
Is
If
there
we
any
are
way?
born.
Sorry.
a figure steps out from the fire, larger than Tlomax himself, about his head almost reaching the roof. Fear not, friends. I am here to heed warning. I
What?
cannot stay long, but things are dire from where I come. You can change this outcome. You can change a second annihilation of our people. You can do this. Don't let things get worse. And he disappears.
What is with the fire? Everyone's
What
stepping
race?
out of the fire.
What race was the person?
Human.
Just bigger than
Larger than me.
interesting.
Wizard,
Okay.
druid, did anything about him? Can anything about him give us a hint of what he
Let's
is?
take a moment. Let's take a moment for that, yeah? So. It seems like time and frame itself reversed as he kind of was about to leave. And he looks at you odd and winks. Give me an insight check.
It's don't be shitty.
Nice.
Oh, natural 20.
He is a wizard. He has a bandage across one of his arms. The other arm is free. However, he has this blue bracelet kind of thing. Robes are kind of violet, and he has like a red scarf around his head. You did notice that underneath his robe, like there is this kind of like doggish like creature that was kind of underneath hiding, orangey in color. As he fades back into the flames.
Does he ring any bells?
No.
Didn't seem familiar.
It's
To odd.
orange dog. Does he ring any bells?
No, he
I have
doesn't.
no idea. I have
Okay,
no
so
idea.
at least we know he's not Mortos.
No.
What's a tiefling?
Martus is a thief.
Yes. So no.
Seems to know us.
You, by the way, you all felt this kind of shift in time for a moment. Those few seconds, you felt like it's almost deja vu, but you know what I mean? Like it's like there
It's
was a
like
sense of manipulation
this-
of time.
Uh, hmm.
Did it come from us?
No.
I doubt
The way he
it.
smells.
So he is a very powerful wizard that can manipulate time.
Maybe. I don't know.
So,
Time magic a thing?
what was this?
Well, we felt shift in weird sense of time. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Is time magic a thing?
Oh.
You ever heard
Merin?
something?
It's not something I've ever come across. But I haven't had all that much experience myself.
Done. From all the reading that Odd did as a bird, did he come across something that could relate to this type of magic?
You could give me an. You can give me either a history check or an arcane check if you wish.
Hmm. Well, they are both the same, so I will try history.
Sure.
That's a 1.
Nothing that you can recall of, unfortunately. It's kind of a hazy thing. You're not sure if it was, if you did read it, you're not sure if it was from a fiction book or if it was actual like history itself. So you wouldn't recall if it's either or. So I wouldn't suggest that you would put your bets that you know what the hell it was.
What is time? Okay.
So,
Well,
Ennis,
Yes.
we we need to go see Mortos, or you think we staying here? We're not really reaching anything.
And check him out.
We we do
I
have a week until I need to go revisit.
yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
is
Or
it
It's
okay if
6
I
days
tag
now.
along?
should stay away for at least for now.
What if we just scope out from a distance?
Yeah, from distance is fine. Don't want to get in contact with him.
Sure. Well,
Yeah, I'm a
Uh,
bit worried
I-
about us possibly getting into combat. I think we need to absolutely avoid it until we know how powerful he is.
yeah,
Yeah, but
let's do some
the only
reconnaissance.
way to do this is we literally need to go. You know what,
How? Sorry. Yeah.
Dom? With Ennis, I suppose he told us what information they got from the innkeeper. I would suppose, yes.
Yeah.
Didn't get much.
Ask Ennis.
Yes. Ennis, do you?
We didn't get much. He, simply speaking, just disappears, goes away. He's interested in expanding knowledge, but nothing dark, supposedly.
He's a brain
Oh,
doctor.
Yeah,
yes,
he's some kind of
brain. Okay, no, because with the corruption on my leg, we could use that as a reason to go visit.
That
Mm,
But
crossed
then
my
again,
mind, and then I was worried that then he would be suspicious.
yeah. How about okay? How about Ennis and Marin go and speak to this guy?
One
Because
of
Ennis
us
doesn't.
pretends to be crazy.
Yeah, and one of you
thanks.
pretends to be crazy, while me
Okay.
and Tomax scope out this place from afar, try to think of some kind of advantage. We do some reconnaissance. Then, when we can, fucking kill this guy because he's getting on my nerves.
again,
Again,
What's with you and murder something?
it's not murder. It's ridding the world of evil. I mean, you used to fight wars
Yes.
surrounded by murder. I'm trying to get rid of a guy that put me in a really bad place.
Fair enough. Again, but keep in mind, if violence is the trigger, you might want to stay away from it.
If
Oh,
that's the case, I might just go back into the cell back at the watchers and just sit there and do nothing.
Especially with, I'm saying, especially with someone you've had a contact with that has already triggered.
Yeah. If you
can
don't
we
let me
also
talk,
can we also mention that someone just walked through a fire and said that we shouldn't let annihilation of our people happen again?
yeah, but
What does that What
yes.
does that have to do with anything? Why would they think
I
we have
know, but
something to do with
that's
this?
that's the thing. We don't really have too much of a lead on that side, so
Oh,
maybe we can
sorry.
get something from
Wait,
Mortos.
wait.
What?
He manipulated time.
Yes.
Could he be from the past? And something about this corrupted things annihilated some kind of people in the past.
I don't know, why would the person from the past not go with the present?
They came here to warn us so that it won't repeat itself. Maybe.
Or he could
Do
be
you
from
think?
the future.
Yeah.
Marin, did
Coming back
you
to this.
get
Yeah,
something on that from the from the audiobook?
I did poke around in the history section while I was there. It said that our world was united and then not really united. People abused it. The old story: rich get richer, poor gets poorer. There was rebellion, down with violent means. Unity again for a very long time before it all fell apart again. But there was nothing mentioned about the methods or anything about magic, arcane or otherwise, and no mention of corruption either.
Second annihilation.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a first.
Wasn't anything about annihilation in what I read. It was more about unity and discord rather than like people wiped out.
Could be before that.
Or after, I mean, I just read about fiction.
Yeah. But him using time, it could be some really old magic that we don't have access to, we don't even know about. None of us has heard about this type of magic. He's huge. Have you ever seen a
Yeah.
human that's that huge?
No.
There's
There's something
not-
about that.
yeah, he's not from our time. He's
So, Mortos
just-
split up. Scout group scouts the inside, group scouts the outside.
Yeah. So,
I'll send messages
Who
every
needs a
few
bump in the
minutes. I'll
none of us.
if I
Okay.
send a message to you guys, just cough so that I know that you're alright. Okay.
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 Um, I think that Ennis is a better talker than me. Like he's better at relating to people, so maybe
Yes,
he should
I
be the
should be.
talker with
Have
with
some
Porthos, so
experiences
I
with.
should be the crazy one.
I have some experience with the courts. Noble courts. Not much, but should help.
I think
So what kind of
anything
crazy should I
helps.
be?
Well, what kind of crazy can you be?
Crazy is what I should go. Acting crazy. We'll see.
What was
Might
Samantha talking about when she was saying that she would refer odds to Morthos for?
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
wait,
God.
whatever I am going
psychosis,
through.
schizophrenia,
So if I say I'm seeing things that aren't there,
Or hearing things.
hearing
hearing
things.
voices. Okay, so act like odd is what.
Okay.
You've got the best representation here.
Okay,
So I was just think, what would Odd do? Alright.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily the best actor. We'll see.
Okay.
So we go to Samantha's and head off, I suppose, to Mortos's place.
Thomas,
Alright.
if you think it's a good idea for you to go with them and I can scope out on the outside, it's up to you.
Well, I don't think leaving you alone might be the best thing.
Fair point.
Remember, just tell him if you're feeling normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
So just compressing time here. So basically, you guys actually go over to the section where you've been indicated, where Samantha's is. You take the instruction accordingly. You go a few blocks up, and true enough, there is Mortos's little house. Small sign next to the door on the wall presents a silver slab which has the engravings of Mortos, certified pioneer, opening hours, and basically it has from sunrise to sunset literally written there. As you can see, kind of at the sky at this point, the sun has come further down, getting closer and closer towards twilight. We have Odd and Ennis doing the scouting, yes?
And
Ennis and Mirin are
yes,
going inside. Odd and Clomox are
So it's really
scouting
hard.
outside.
It's really hard to scout the house per se, as it is basically touching with other houses. So at this point, in order to scout any further, would mean either climbing the building somehow, or you could look through the windows if you wish. The windows are visibly there, um, but you can't. There's no side street to his house. It's not detached. It's attached to other houses. Um, give
Odd, what do you think?
I
See, check a window.
yeah, I think I should check a window. Maybe you stay a bit behind since you're a bit big and loud.
Okay, I'll cover you.
Yeah, good idea.
Does Aaron and Marin, sorry, Ennis and Aaron and Marin, my goodness. Ennis and Marin, do you guys do something while they're scouting the thing? Do you stay back? Do you want to approach the door? How do you want to go about this?
aims to approach the door. Okay, okay, how's the building exactly, and what windows are they from? Don't want to kind of give them away or put attention to them.
So, just to give you a visual description, the house is made from like the other houses, made out of mostly wood at this point, not brick. Um, the window, there's just two windows. It's a bit of an elongated house, so you have two windows. Possibly that means there it could give you lead into two different rooms, and the door is on the far left. So you have the left, right is the window. It's basically the ground on the first story, and then you have the attic roof. Basically, the first floor would have about like four windows to it. Nothing out of the ordinary from it. You can see on the back side as you move backwards to analyze further, there is a chimney on the back side of the house.
So I approach the door and knock a bit, perhaps heavily.
Okay. As you do this, the echo of the is sound throughout the house. You kind of hear that there's a bit of hollowness. Soon after, you hear the footsteps coming closer and closer and louder, as then the door kind of opens up without even hearing the locks or anything. It just opens, and you see this tiefling open up the door. I am open, he says.
Are you mortals by any chance?
You are all in vision of sight, yes? Just to be clear.
No, Odd has sneaked to the side and is hiding under.
You're not near the door.
Yeah, Odd doesn't want to be inside. He wants to hide.
Alright, because basically Mortos kind of leans out towards the silver slab and he's like, yep, that's me.
No, I won't do it, and you can't make me.
He
Okay,
looks over to Mary and is like, I haven't said anything to do.
Sorry, she's been speaking weird things recently. No, she seems to be talking to other people that are not exactly there. We're told you might be able to help with that kind of stuff.
Yes, it is. It is my specialty. Please come in. And he opens the door wider, leading to like this reception area, so to speak. It's a bit different than what you saw at Samantha's, because this one has like couches, really fine furniture. This guy is pretty well off, it seems, so can afford a certain level of luxury from the looks of it. Please, take a seat.
I sit down, and then I reach over and I Ennis, and then I say, I'm sorry, they told me to do it.
Can you roll me a bluff check, please? And I'm going to quickly. All right.
What's that in 5e? Is that
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah.
deception?
Okay, then. She rolled a 4.
With a -1, so it's 3.
Mortos looks at her really confused. It's like, are you romantically engaged?
No.
Right. Are you
I'm married, not to her.
I wouldn't ask if you're related, because clearly that is not the case. If you don't mind, he looks at you and is, can you just kindly wait outside? I just would like to examine her further.
Sure, is she going to be okay?
She's going to be just fine. Trust me.
Are you okay with that, Marin?
No, don't leave me alone.
Mind if I stay here?
Well, professionally, I would say that since you're not related to her in any way, nor romantically and definitely not by blood, it is a private confidentiality, doctor to
We are
client.
related. He's my brother. Our parents married after they had us. You never heard of a cross-species relationship?
No, I haven't. I apologize. This is something really rare. So,
It's okay. We get it all the time. It's very confusing.
okay.
Especially since, he's a dwarf and they usually hate humans. But his father was very progressive and enlightened.
Look, I don't know how to break it to you. Well, your sister is seeking attention, in other words. She's making it up. She doesn't have anything.
How dare you!
Okay, calm down, Marin.
That's
Why
why.
would she?
Yeah, that's kind of the question. Why would she do that to you specifically? I don't know if she's
She
upset you
doesn't
in any
just.
way, but
She doesn't just do it to me. She just does it everywhere.
oh, so it's even worse. So she's seeking. He looks over at Mary. It's like, have you been troubled as a child? Were you not given the enough attention or something like that?
Well, of course, the dwarf boy got a lot of the attention.
And is this your way of, you know, seeking out attention from other people, overreacting, making up stuff? Feeling that finally people are seeing you and paying attention to you. Is this why you do what you do?
I never thought of it that way, but I do like it when people look at me and see me instead of him all the time. I guess it makes sense.
Yes. So he looks over at Ennis. It's like, I'm very sorry. Like, while I appreciate you came to me thinking this is clinical, unfortunately she's a-okay.
Okay.
I would keep in check that there's a lot of unresolved issues. I can see that, unresolved issues for your past. It's good to just go and have a few drinks and talk about them. Be mindful and listen to her. Don't jump on her judgmentally. She's been through a lot.
Okay. So, can I do a perception? See what kind of I see, maybe see if we can spot something
Also,
unusual in
cannot look through the
nature
window.
that necessarily that would something that would look out of place in an area.
Yeah, you could have an insight check.
Insight check? Okay. If it's insight, I would like to use my to have an ability that is my tactical assessment. I would like to use it. So, and that would be insight. So, plus, I need to roll. Let's see it. Actions. And then I need to do. What is it? Yeah, a d8 plus a d8. Okay, so it's 21 total.
So nothing really out of place. I mean, he is acting professionally. His house seems to be all in order. There's no trinkets, artifacts, or anything that's what's in a waiting room. You wouldn't want something like that to be out in the open, stolen. Um, there are for a few portraits of him posing, really self-righteous, vain kind of collection he's got there. Um, Other than that, really and truly, nothing out of the ordinary. And I think we lost Ennis's video,
Yeah, my video disappeared. Okay, it's back.
and you're back. So, um,
Can I just take a look at the curtains or shutters on the windows? Do they look unusual in any way?
um,
So basing off the clue of is open from sunrise to sunset. So I'm looking for light related clue.
nothing out of the ordinary. It's normal windows. Curtains are one of the finest, um, crimson red, kind of with these yellowish trimmings on the edge. High quality stuff, but nothing that would be out of the ordinary. Odd, Slomax, what are you doing outside at the moment?
I want to go to one of the windows and try to peer in and see if this is the same person that visited me at the circus.
All right.
Seeing, seeing him looking in, I'll tap him on the shoulder and cast guidance, giving you a d4.
I feel confident.
All right. So give me a perception check, my friend.
15.
With
Nice.
an additional d4.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Just before 19.
Very well, yes. As you're examining him talking to Ennis and Merrin, and he kind of is up in posture, he is exactly the same person.
Anything you see from the inside, Odd?
He's the same person. He's 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 the guy that visited me way back. We need to kill him.
Now?
I guess. I
Up
don't
to
know.
you.
Are there any other entrances to the?
Nope.
You know,
So the chimney on the back, it's against other buildings.
It's on the back, so basically it requires you to. It's kind of back to back with another building.
Okay, so no.
as their conversation is going on, I turn to Lomas and I say, "Okay, what do you think? Should we just barge in and just pet this guy with arrows and spells and shit, or am I? Maybe I'm not the best person to plan this out, but I really feel
You
like this
might
guy
not be the
needs to
best
die."
person to plan this out, but at this point in time, if you want to do so, we could do so.
Fuck it. We're going in.
After you?
We walk to the door and I push it open. I say, Mortos, am I looking in the waiting room or do I have to go back more in?
Hold on, you are on hold. You are caller number one. You.
Sorry about that.
Ding,
All right.
ding, ding,
So,
ding.
I apologize because my kids just woke up. What was the question again? So you birds opened the door. Um,
Do I see him?
yeah, well, he's there talking to Ennis and Marin up
I
straight.
pull out my crossbow, I point it at him, and I say, fucking talk. What the fuck did you do to me?
He looks over. He's like, he smiles.
I shoot immediately as soon as he smiles.
Wow. All right.
Fuck this guy,
Roll, roll.
man.
Oh,
It's a 7. I'm still being, I'm like,
Yeah, you.
talk.
That arrow just flies, straight into one of the portraits. He kind of quickly looks over. It's like, that was expensive, Azazel. Very expensive.
Talk. Stop with the bullshit on all the games. I load my crossbow again. Oh, like,
Very well. I will talk. And he utters a quick few words to which basically puts your crossbow straight under your chin.
I get my hardware point at him. Dude, stop it or I will strike. At your
I,
neck.
All right.
I'm
Everyone,
behind and
roll initiative.
fuck this guy, man. 8.
Oof.
18.
I'm sorry, but it had to
8.
happen. This guy was so shady.
Mellow. So I have. All right.
The end of the lost.
Mellow.
I was thinking of attacking him through the window, but that would put you guys at a very bad disadvantage. At least he's going to focus on me now.
You'd get surprise attack though.
That will come.
Well, speaking, we did get the surprise.
Also doing this with Clomax down, down his best spell slots.
Oh yeah. You could have picked a
Is it-
better.
Isn't Lomax? He took a rest before with the session. All he did
Sure
was
is.
use 1. Nah, he told us.
Yeah, no. I had the rest before the session.
He was doing sending while we were at the library.
And cure, and remove curse, and you are normal.
Well, you could have stopped me.
All right, guys. Here we go. Mellow. First in order. He looks at everyone and is like, ah. So I've been set up. Very well. And he's going to first make an attack on odd. Alright, that's a 10. I don't think it hits. Okay, so.
He's as rested as I am.
Alright, so basically he immediately, like, from his cloak, strikes out the dagger and it just kind of boom at the door. As a secondary action, I need you to do a wisdom save against. Oh, never mind. It's a 1. He opens his cloak and out of his cloak a couple of parchments flutter out in these purplish, hueish auras. Clomax, you're up next.
So, go up close. I cast spiritual weapon with my bonus action. 23 to hit.
That hits.
5 force damage. and I attack him with my Warhammer for 17 to hit,
That hits.
and 5 uh, bludgeoning damage.
So 10 damage in total, yeah?
Yep.
Alright. So, next in the encounter, we have Marin.
I am going to try to use Mage Hand to grab at least one of those parchments and move them away from him across the room.
Alright. Seeing that the parchments are flying around him in these aura bubbles, so to speak, you would need to give me a bit of an athletics check.
Fate.
The alternative is, athletics, or you can give me a quick dex check, whichever.
X.
Like, so
I think
Unfortunately, you miss.
Okay. That's me done, I think.
You do have a bonus action if you want, unless you want to move.
I don't know.
Alright, that means Ennis is next.
So, I'm going to strike with my halberd.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay. That's 7 damage.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna strike again. Okay. 12.
do you want to flank?
Flank, I mean. Are you next to him? 5, 9.
Yeah, since I attacked with the Warhammer.
So 12 doesn't hit, by the way.
That doesn't hit. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack again. I do have a Porter Master attack. That's
Nice. Alright. 21 hits.
Yep. That's 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 damage. Alright.
So
Odd.
total.
You're
right.
next,
Odd
buddy.
is okay. Odd is going to take his crossbow,
Uh-huh.
aim for a 9.
The whole thing just kind of oh, I'm so lucky. One of the parchments actually flies and wraps itself around the crossbow, and directs it back at you, going for a 17.
That hits.
All right. And crossbows are 1d4s, yes?
This is
Depends
a
on the crossbow.
1d8.
Ooh, nice, even better. 1d8. That's 3 damage.
Do you
So-
add my stuff as well?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because basically it's just a redirection and you just get the bolt hit. It just brushes against your shoulder, just.
Right. And as soon as he does that, I look at him intently, my eyes go black, and I speak in a language that I don't think any of you know, Infernal. And I say something along the lines of and I cast Hellish Rebuke.
All right.
So that is 20 fire damage.
Nice.
He
As-
gets engulfed in flames. Sorry.
He needs to get a. He needs to make a DC 11
Uh-huh.
Dex check.
It's a
Yes,
it's
yes, you're right.
Don't worry, it's a 3.
Dex 11.
Okay,
It's a
so
3.
yeah, 20.
So yeah, he's engulfed in flames as his robes almost kind of ash away from him. You realize that his body is almost like anorexic in a way, because you could see the outline of his bones, and it's like there's no stomach almost as well in his hips, and his face also is at this point like to his cheekbones, like this weirdish, skullish looking feature comes out of him. Very well, Azazel. He is going to make an attack. Alright, so that would be 16 against your will save, please.
Right. Well,
Alright, so he utters a few words back in Infernal, and as you once again point the crossbow towards the part that scratched you, you know, and you let loose a shot. That is 7 damage from your own crossbow.
hey,
He's going to go for a second action. Alright. Mila, I need everyone to make a constitution save. And you have to beat
Okay.
counter spell. Alright. Alright. So with Marin's counter spell, right? One of the parchments actually just stop glowing purple and just kind of just floats down. He looks over at Marin and is like, disappointed. Right, back to initiative. Tlomax.
Okay. Special weapon. Let's try and hit him. Miss. So I'll go around and I'm going to cast Thunderwave on him for using a total of what was it? How much? 24 thunder damage using my channel divinity.
Alright.
Needs to make a constitution save.
Okay. 24.
Okay, so he takes 12 damage and he's not pushed.
Okay, so as you perform your action, you realize that more skin is deflating off him, revealing bone. No organ in sight in there. He's frustrated. Nemsha, your turn. Marin.
I am going to once again try and grab one of those parchments and get it away from him.
Alright.
I-
That actually grabs one of the parchments that is floating around. As it grabs on, right, to one of the glowing or parchments, an image of red eyes and darkness fill your thoughts. You are currently under a fear condition, meaning you will roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Second round.
I mage hand it as far away as I can, and I shout, "Are you sure this is a fight we can even win?"
Anyone wants to answer to her?
At this point, we don't know.
At this point, we're too far in.
So, my turn again?
And this is yes.
Okay. So, he's still in the same place. So, let's go all in. And attack again. How weird. Hits.
Yep, hits.
Ah. Go for 3 damage. Attack again. That's one.
Ooh,
Nice. All right.
Okay. So now,
fuck him up.
that's
Ooh.
9. I'm gonna take action surge.
Oh.
Attack
Oh.
again. Attack again. Attack again.
How many
So
times
this
can
one
you?
hit.
What the hell? That's like 4 attacks. No, you're doing.
Yes,
Action surge.
because I've got 2 attacks, then action surge, which gives me
Right,
additional.
right. I didn't hear
So
that. I
that's the
did.
13 hit.
Your microphone sometimes is cutting out. Sorry. Okay. 13 does not hit.
Okay. I then use my bonus attack, my bonus action to use for my final attack.
So just to give you a visual what's happening, you're just blowing after blow after blow.
Yes.
Small note. Isn't this question?
Mhm.
Does flanking give anything if he's on the opposite side of me?
Mm,
Boss flanking by.
the
In
thing,
5e, flanking gives advantage.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you're doing it. Paul gives a +2.
yeah. Let's do it with a +2 in this case
Okay,
as well.
so
Just
15.
just to keep. All right. So 15 does hit in that case.
Okay,
Okay.
so I roll the damage for that as well.
Okay. As you're just going bash, bash, and this, he's not even. There's no flinch of pain, anything. It's just like, and at one point, you rolled a natural 20, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. At the one that you did a natural 20, your second attack, you just hit off a leg, right? That just goes flying to the other side of the room, but he's still standing still. His back to almost
Okay.
towards you. He's fixated on Odd, right?
Odd. Run.
Odd, your turn.
Okay. Odd casts darkness.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot sphere, and I'm going to put it right on his head. So basically, he cannot see. The others can see, but he cannot see for sure because he has it on his head.
The only problem
And
is that you have
You
N-
can't see either.
Ah,
yeah,
NS and
We're stuck in the
Clomax.
50-foot sphere.
It will be
It's
NS and Clomax that are engulfed into this as well.
yes.
I think they remember the general direction. They can just push him past and run out. And at least he cannot see us, so he cannot target us with his spells and all of his shit.
He's using sight to detect us.
Let's drop it for the toss. And Dodd is going to run out. Did Dodd notice him look anywhere around the room? He was just fixated on me the whole time.
Yes.
Okay. Then Odd is going to back out the door.
Okay.
Away. Listening to Ennis. And he's going to keep an eye inside. And if need be, he will drop the darkness
Okay.
if they can't manage to get out.
Do you say anything?
Mortos.
Yeah, I say, all right, Ennis, let's go out.
Mortos this time turns around in the direction of Marin. Marin, I need you to do a wisdom save, please, at disadvantage.
Can I use shield?
No, you cannot.
Okay. A wisdom save. And that should. I have myself set with frightened, but I don't know if it's.
Okay, so 7 it is. 7 does not beat the difficulty check. you have this quick memory in your head of you in the library taking down notes of the spell, and you feel yourself suddenly emerging with magic, and you cast it right outside the house, talking to Odd. It's like, psst, over here, quick, Odd, over here.
Odd doesn't know she can do this, right?
Has no idea.
Is there some kind of roll I can do to see if I fall for this?
Unfortunately, it is up to you whether you follow her or not. She looks physically there, identical. You can't tell the difference if she's the doppelganger or not.
That's kind of why I want to do a roll because Odd knows that she can't do something like that. He doesn't know that she learned spell, and he knows that Mortos can control someone's thoughts. It's up to you. I honestly think Odd would be suspicious because she's just abandoning everyone.
Okay.
It's not really how she usually rolls.
So the ruling is the copy can be orientated to attempt to distract enemies, and you're considered an enemy to this thing, right? I'm out of game for a moment, right? The copy can
Uh-huh.
imitate combat, but any weapons they have do not deal damage. The copies can run away in a different direction, chose by the caster. The copies can move at the caster speed and the and will actively avoid combat. Um, so basically, what you can do actually, if you want to see if you are suspicious or not, um,
Uh-huh.
there's you could actually roll an insight check difficulty 18.
Hey, Marion, let's go. It's a 7.
All right, so you don't notice if this is something different or not to her. You could still go with your instincts, mind you. I'm fine by that.
Can Odds ask?
It's the role just identifies that you can't tell the difference between the doppelganger and the actual Marin. But you could make logic out of it, like how the hell did you get here so fast?
Yeah, I'll say Odd will say, what about the others? Let's wait for the others. No,
Quick,
it's mine.
okay, but quickly, we must go.
Yeah.
Um, Giving back the turn to Tlomax.
So, having heard Odd running away, uh, I'll try and attack him with the spiritual weapon. I think at disadvantage. Or the.
It's darkness there,
Mm.
so
Normal attack at disadvantage or what?
Uh, I mean, the rule is there. I don't think there's anything. If the point you choose, you know, you are holding
Basically, I'm currently blinded.
in that case, yeah, it would be with disadvantage in such a case.
Okay. Does a 16 hit? Yeah,
16
it does.
does hit. You're this big guy just going.
For 5 force damage with
Oh,
the special weapon,
okay.
and I start running out.
All right. Um, as you run out of the orb, you realize one of the parchments actually follows you behind.
I try and swing at the parchment.
Okay, so hold on. You did.
Bonus attack
All right.
and movement.
All right. So you're gonna try to hit this thing.
Yes.
Good luck. That doesn't hit.
No.
All right, moving back to Marin. Marin, whatever seized you to cast that spell, does take away a second spell slot for you. So,
At what level?
sorry,
Level 2.
At what level?
Level
level 2,
second level.
second level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now my brain processed what you said. Okay.
All right, you're fully conscious again, still under the effect of fear. By the way, you can get out of fear. How was that, Lomax? You need.
No. If she's feared, she has to run away. She cannot go closer to him,
Yeah,
and she has the advantage.
yes, but you can break out of the fear if you do a
Save.
will save, yes, of
Wisdom.
sorry, wisdom, yes, sorry, wisdom save
Wisdom, same thing.
of
Depends
13.
on the spell.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna make a run for it, and not, or make a run for it and see what happens. So I'm going to try and, because this wonderful darkness thing means that I can't do most of my spells because I have to be able to see the person to target them. So
Yeah, but
I'm
there's no
going to
such
try.
thing as double disadvantage, so you're still running with disadvantage anyways.
No, I cannot even try to cast most of my.
You don't have area of effect spells.
Yeah, there's only one that doesn't say a creature you can see. Most of my spells say on a creature you can see, you can cast a spell. That's my issue since he's covered with. I can't see into it, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no,
So
it's-
I'm just gonna try and run out of the room.
All right. So yeah, you just run around the room, avoiding the orb of darkness, and you head out. That's fine. That's it. Okay, good.
Cannot
Alright.
say something.
Yes, in RP mode. Yes, go ahead.
You know, last time I ripped him to shreds, he came back. So maybe if we kill him, he will just come back somewhere else or take some time to rejuvenate. Just saying.
Yeah, but for us to do that, you need to remove this darkness. I can't see her.
Removed. It's removed. Fine, if you want it removed, removed.
I mean, Ennis's stuff isn't working on him. He might be immune to non-magical damage, and all of Ennis's damage is non-magical.
It's his leg flew off, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Can you
doesn't
do
seem to
much
affect
without
her.
limbs?
I mean, this guy is sounding more and more like a lich than what this goes on. And if so, we are so screwed.
So,
I
Ennis,
mean,
stay there or run.
yeah, I removed the darkness.
So I'll
Once you
do a
said
couple
that.
of force strikes and then run. I'll have disadvantage, so.
No,
No, actually, no, I don't.
no, because he
Okay.
removed the darkness.
But still, 4 hits. Alright, so now I run.
You're gonna run.
I take.
Okay, so you disengage and then run. Let's put it like that, because otherwise you.
Yeah, bonus action disengage or run.
Okay.
No, actually, no, I think it's
You
bonus
cannot.
action disengage. I already used attack.
You cannot disengage. None of us did.
So I run, and if I take
Ooh,
opportunity, attack opportunity, but.
it should encounter an attack of opportunity because you did not disengage. Am I right?
Sorry?
Lomax.
I really feel
my
like
rule.
we can take him on.
Don't. Huh?
Sorry. You're lagging. Go on.
You guys are lagging for me too. Mela, let's go over this really. Okay, I can see why. Kilobytes are in the red. Mela, the lag is crazy. Sorry, I'm just looking at the health of the
Stream
stream.
ended.
We can take him, guys.
وش انت تلمها؟
I'm listening to Ennis. I don't know. I,
He was targeting you. Just said run. You
And
know.
freaking darkness.
sorry.
And
Because
I thought it would help because you wouldn't be able to see us.
you attack from a range anyway.
if Ennis's
No, me, help you.
attacks are useless, Clomax came in with no third level slots. I'm starting to burn through mine as well. I mean,
Uh,
What you do with
using-
فداك. Darkness and like you're next.
Yeah, nah.
Uh,
Fucking attack this guy from afar because I
Mela,
can. Like,
I just want to clear something. It does affect
Waiting
a,
for
it does affect an attack of opportunity because you didn't disengage, right? I just want to get that clear out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
yeah. He
does-
does have an opportunity at that point.
He didn't attack me when I left
yeah,
though.
they
Yes.
all have.
But there was darkness, so maybe he couldn't see
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Just to
Yes.
go
He,
with that.
he couldn't see me, so yes, he couldn't.
See? It helped a bit.
That allows us to actually see him.
I mean, that was the thought process. Darkness, so we can't attack you. You're
Technically, he should have got an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
darkness.
No, no,
Yes.
does-
I don't
So,
know.
No, no,
because he can
that's-
still
because
hear.
he
He
can
can
see.
still hear you. He can still hear you
But the
leaving.
invisibility spell negates darkness. Our opportunity attacks. So
Does it?
yeah.
That's how we read it. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But is
That was my thought process.
Ali. Don't worry.
Man, at this point, hold on. I'm just gonna
Well.
stop. I'm just gonna completely stop the stream at this point because it's not working out. I don't know what the hell's happening. Man, I'm still recording though, so I can just patch this thing together. All right, Mena. Attack of opportunity. I still have to roll, right? No, I miss completely. That's fine. So you all leave his place at this point. Correct?
yes.
All right.
We're outside
You're outside.
currently.
Odd, if Odd can see him, he would shoot again.
I he I would say he is still in your line of sight. If you want to go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and hit him again. Oh, I actually hit once.
Yep.
10 damage.
10 damage.
No sneak attack.
No sneak attack.
So the shot sticks straight into the center of his chest. And he looks down and looks up. He puts his bony hands across his now like teeted facial expression, no lips almost there, and a harsh whistle comes out. You know, one of those. All of a sudden, out of the roof explodes from his building, and this really weird creature with like weird tentacles, purplish color, deformed, with bubbles of like pus pulsating from his body, as it
I can't
looks
hear you, man. You're lagging too much. Sorry.
as it comes down upon you. Mela, I'm just gonna end the session